Hi. Actually, I didn't have any plan to make this video right now, and I wanted to make this video later time and add this video with my Matrix series. But actually, I was having a conversation with my colleague the other day, and while we are talking, there was a topic about his brother. So the wife of his brother has filed a divorce against his brother and sued for domestic violence and also demanded the custody of the son. And he was talking like it has been very difficult these days to run a smooth married life. And if we see the news these days, you can see that there are many videos coming about wives killing their husbands and their would-be husbands and things like that. These things have become very common these days. But if you actually, they are crime, right? They're crime. So if you just leave those things alone, there are many cases where they're actually not cases. I mean, if you just look around, your relatives, your friends, and even in your life, you will see that there are so much toxicity among the women, and the relationships after marriage are getting hard to bear. So many divorce cases going on, so many false cases going on, and things like that. And these things are not crime, right? But these things ruin lives. But it's not the women who are suffering alone, right? Men, I mean, it's not the men are suffering alone. Women are also suffering by men. They are getting tortured by men. But the difference is that those things come under the purview of law. Whatever a man does to a woman can be considered as a crime. So for that, police is there, law is there, court is there. But for men, there's nowhere to go. But this video is not about me ranting about uh, how women have become or about gender battle or gender struggle, men versus women. This is not about that. Actually, that uh, discussion with my colleague triggered a subtle thought. The thought is very much disturbing. I mean, the phenomena is very much disturbing, but apparently not. If you talk about it, if you think about it, it might sound very normal. But to me, and in actuality, this is a very disturbing thing. What I'm talking about is the system, how parents choose your partner. If you are a guy, your parents choose a perfect, I mean, they try to choose a perfect woman for you. And if you are a woman, your parents do everything from their side. They do their best, try to find a perfect groom for you. So, this system of arranging a marriage between two persons, this is itself already an absurd thing if you think about it. But it has been going on and on from ages, and we never question it. We never think about it. We never think how, we never contemplate how absurd that thing is, that for a woman and a man to be matched, there are so many things you have to consider. I mean, they have to first meet with each other, they have to talk to each other, they have to know each other, they have to test the compatibility, but then they can go ahead with the marriage. But parents do everything for you, and they choose the perfect partner for you. And what is their tool? The matrimony sites, the newspapers. Even every Sunday, in every each and every newspaper, I'm talking about specifically India, I'm talking about Indian context. Every Sunday, in every newspaper, there are ads of matrimony, looking for groom, looking for bride. And I'm not talking about the matrimonial sites or apps. I mean, they are more like Tinder. So I don't consider them a little at all. I don't consider them a matrimony site. They are like Tinder, and there are scams. I'm talking about the conventional newspapers where matrimony ads are there. And actually, I've with me right now one such newspaper. This is a newspaper. This is my local language newspaper. It came last Sunday, and here I'm going to read you a few advertisements for first for groom. Okay, okay, let's start. The number one is okay. First of all, it starts with description of the lady for whom the ad is being given, and the description starts with Vaisya. Vaisya, it's an Indian caste, right? Then MSc B.Ed, it's your degree, university degree. Then there is age, then there is height. Okay, then it says good looking in local language. Then it says private school teacher, it's a profession. Then the demand, a job holder, it may be government or it may be private, under 35, age requirement under 35. It can be of same color or different. Okay, so this is still much innocuous, I can say. So let me categorize which parameters are given here. Number one, caste. Number two, qualification. Number three, age. Number four, height. Number five, physical overview. Number six, profession. Okay, these are for the one who is publishing the ad, and the demand is first age, then profession, then color, and then mobile number is given. Okay, let me move on to another. Okay, here's another. It starts with Brahman. Okay, Brahman is a caste, then age, then height, then Devari, that is another division of the caste, which I don't know. Then there is Rashi, you know, zodiac. Then there is place of residence. Then there is double MA. That's again it's qualification. Then it says working profession. Then the demand under 40. That's it. Very much less demand, I can say. Only age is given. Okay, let me move on to the part where they are looking for women. Yeah. Okay, let me look at the first. It starts with the place of residence, then Mahiso, that's the caste, then again place of residence, then age, then height, then there's qualification, then there is profession, and the demand is beautiful, homely, graduate. That's a qualification. Okay, so you see, I think those three are enough for today, right? So in all of them, what you can see, they are mentioning uh, mainly their physical overview, their age, their height, their color, their place of residence, their qualification, their university qualification, their profession, and their when they're demanding, they're almost doing the same. So everything when the parents when they look for partner for their sons and daughters, what do they look for? They are looking for, they are giving these parameters that I have these parameters, these marks in these parameters, and I demand these marks in these parameters from you. And it sounds like more of a resume than a matrimony ad, because nowhere here in any of the ads, nowhere here it talks about empathy, it talks about personality, it talks about compatibility, it talks about the general mental overview of the person. It only talks about place, money, age, height, caste, most importantly, caste. All these things. I mean, we are living in the 21st century, right? And these so-called parents or whatever they are, they call themselves guardians of their sons and daughters. And this is how they're getting their sons and daughters doomed. Nothing more than that, nothing less than that. They call themselves parents. They are aged. That's why they think they have experience. They think they are wise. They think they know everything. And this is this has been going on for ages, and nobody questions it. Nobody thinks this is cringe. Nobody thinks this is wrong. Nobody does. And this has been going for ages. And these parents, they call themselves parents, and they have no knowledge about relationships because they never had themselves a good one. They have no notion about how a relationship should be, how a relationship is formed, how a relationship is maintained. They have no idea, and they just arrange a partner, a person of opposite gender for their sons and daughters, so that they can reproduce and they can carry forward the gene, the name, the surname. This is how it has been going, and this is how this will go. And I actually thought of addressing them, the parents, in second person, then I thought that they won't be so much reasonable to watch my video. So I know they will never watch videos like this. So I'm talking about them in third person. So I'm talking about them to you. And if you are someone who is about to marry, or you are seeing someone, I want you to know that marriages or relationships don't happen this way. I mean, if you think that you have to public publish a public ad on a famous, I mean popular newspaper, then I would suggest you, please don't marry. Please don't marry. And you will, or I will suggest you to marry only when you will find someone by yourself. When you will find someone yourself. And if you don't have the quality or ability to find someone, I would suggest, please don't marry. You will be very, very happy and you will thank me later. A relationship is formed with compatibility, with mental sync, with shared life experience, with common interests, with a thing that just clicks and you can't even explain what it is. Relationships are formed like that. I mean, how a mental matching is done, I think this is still a subject of research. Sometimes you will see two persons clicking so well, so happy together, and if you try to find out what the reason is, you won't see anything apparently from outside, but there is something which clicks, and it can only be judged, it can only be identified by the ones who are in the relationship. So this is not how relationships are made. These are the recipes for disaster. These relationships are bound to fail. They will bring resentment to both of the partners. There will be police involved, there will be courts involved, there will be physical danger to both of them if you go like this. If you want a partner, look for yourself and find the one that gives you, that soothes you, and that gives you peace, that gives you freedom, that that gives you transcendence. Yes, look for that partner. And if you don't find such partner, then never marry. So I wanted to make this video in my matrix series, but as my matrix series is going in its natural flow, I don't want to interrupt the flow. So I just made a standalone video about this topic. So I hope you got something from this video, and I want you to stay tuned to my channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.